YouTube. So it's Tone. I'm back with another one for you right now. This is just something that I like to do. This is how I get a lot of my information actually. And so it's actually called Gematria. It's the what is it? It's coding numbers, letters, and words and shit like that. And trust me, everything is coded. And I'm gonna just show you this real briefly because this is something I was just doing on my spare time. This is what I do. I literally crack the code in my spare time. This shit is simple for me. But let me show you the correlation between the numbers, letters, words, and the meanings, and correlation between that and then what is actually associated with it and what you can do with it. Right? So it requires a little bit of common sense logic. You're gonna need to be able to see things from the big picture, right? Not just tunnel vision or none of that stupid shit. You're gonna have to be able to throw all these pieces together because this is all pieces of like a puzzle. Life essentially is a riddle for you to decode, and when you decode it, you win, right? And when you take things at face value, then you lose because everything is coded. Trust me, everything is a message. It's whether or not you know what the fuck is really being said here. So check this out. I go and I type in daily iodine because I take iodine daily. This shit is awesome. Awesome cognitive function and all that shit. It's something that I knew just because it's something that I do. So I know the benefits of it. So, but this is also how I find cures and shit like that too, right? Because these are things that you wouldn't think would be associated with this if you're typing them in. So, I just type it in, and since I'm seeing the bigger picture, because you're looking through thousands of letters and words and things like that. Some of them correlate, some of them don't. Some of them go with what you're looking up. Some of them don't. You're gonna have to be able to pick through that and sift through it quickly, right? You're gonna have to be able to process a lot of information quickly and take what resonates and take what doesn't, and then apply it. So I'm typing in daily iodine, and what I see is maggot brain, right? Occult magic, garlic cloves, police force, the Great I Am. Everybody knows iodine is associated with the Great I Am, so obviously that's in the numbers. Armed forces, target field, eternal life, researching, source of life, fibromyalgia, pregnant women, X Factor, bingo, organic food, Jewish magic. Okay, how does this shit apply now? Okay, so I'm looking through fibromyalgia. I'm like, okay, I type in daily iodine. What's that got to do with it? I look it up online. That's the treatment for that. Fibromyalgia, if you had that, you go to the doctors, they're going to give you a bunch of other random ass fucking bullshit, but they're not going to give you the iodine, which is what the fuck that you need to cure that shit. So pregnant women, if you ever been pregnant, they tell you to take iodine daily, don't they? Yes, the fuck that they do. X Factor, bingo. This is going to give you a little bit of an edge over everybody else that's not taking the iodine. Organic food is high in iodine because it's not processed and it's not GMO. Jewish magic, I don't know what the fuck that's about, but obviously I'm sure that has something to do with that shit. Source of life, iodine, iron, absolutely, it's in your blood. Researching, you take it, your cognitive function is heavily fucking improved. Heavily fucking improved. Researching, you need to take iodine. It's gonna get your thyroids to function properly. All of your organs are gonna be functioning at the optimal level. Eternal life, absolutely. If all your organs are functioning, then your body's not going to fail. Target field, you're getting your body into the perfect resonant target field that you're looking for. Armed forces, you're taking that because you need all of your organs to be functioning properly in order for you to think clearly and make quick judgments. The Great I Am, iodine. Obviously, you know what the fuck that is. If anybody here does the decoding, right? Police force, more than likely to take it. I don't know. I'm not a cop. I couldn't tell you. Garlic cloves, very high in iodine. Occult magic, again, I don't know what the fuck that they're using this for, but the maggot brain that you see here it will kill your any parasites that might be in your brain because sometimes they put it in food, any viruses, things like that. So it will kill the parasites that are in your brain. And there was another one too that didn't end up on here. So the atomic flash is actually it's a match for all this stuff too. And the reason why the atomic flash is there is because iodine has a negative charge and our bodies have a positive charge. So when a positive and a negative charge meet, there's a nuclear reaction which turns into light, atomic flash. And that's what's going to happen. So that's what's going to be able to kill everything inside of your body that's not supposed to be in there. So if you have any parasites and maggots inside of your brain and you take the iodine, atomic flash is going to take place once the negative ion meets the positive ion. It's going to literally turn your body into an X-ray machine and throw out the white light. That's what's going to be able to kill all of the dead cells that are in your body and leave room to generate new ones. And it's literally going to, if I had to imagine, it's going to kill your brain cancer, things like that too, because what it's going to do is turn your body into basically a light machine, and dark can't live with it. With the light is a higher frequency, so anything negative is not going to be able to survive in there. So whenever I tell you that I'm getting information out of Gematria and shit like that, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. Now, anybody that thinks that they can fucking disprove that shit, by all means. But you know damn well, if you do your research on everything that you see right here, it's going to back it all up online. So, who's the fucking crazy one here? And look at all these numbers. They're connecting on more than one level on most of these, and some of them on some of them. Atomic flash, daily iodine, maggot brain, occult magic, garlic clove, police force. To a regular person, you would look at all this shit and shut it down and probably go watch fucking TV. But somebody that knows that this valuable information here is going to process this further, and they're going to find everything that they're fucking looking for. They're going to find everything that nobody would ever tell you. You know what I'm saying? And usually you don't find everything here this simple and this fucking presented this nicely. So I took it upon myself once I saw how easy everything was just on that one page. Usually you have to go in there and mess around with the numbers and go in further, because you can go in real deep with all these numbers and letters. It's not just the face value. You can take these numbers and flip them. This is just what I was able to find on one page. It doesn't usually happen like that. That's why I had to just put it out there for everybody to see. It doesn't usually happen like this fucking smooth. Usually you have to dig around a little bit. But this is what I'm looking for whenever I'm digging into the numbers. I'm looking for real shit. So, anybody who thinks that they know better than the code of the universe, by all means, I'm all ears. So that's what I got for you for now. Until we meet again.